What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys. Today I have a review of the Transformers Rise of the Beasts mainline Voyager class Optimus Prime. Alright, my zillions. I was finally able to get one of these. There's Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal, which I really want. That's the one I really want. Also, Rhinox is out there now, but I don't think I'm getting it. But anywho, this guy finally showed up on Walmart.com because I don't have a Walmart that I could get to super easy by me. Of course, a Walmart special, like, wrecked box for this. But, yeah, this line is kind of a curious case. This is, like, their main line. That's, everybody's calling it the main line, like regular Transformers, like movie line. It's a Voyager class, but it's smaller, I think, because there's also a studio series coming out of the same figure, which is odd to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a very odd thing that there's a studio series and this line. It's like the same thing with Rhinox and, like, I don't know. It's very strange, and I'm sure it's going to happen with Optimus Primal. Very strange to me that this line is existing when they have a line that they could have just put everything in. So it's like they're asking folks to double dip, you know, and I guess you're getting a little bit more out of the studio series stuff. But it's odd, but I still want this. I really want Optimus Primal. I haven't caught that one in stock yet at all. I have no idea if it's come in and out of stock, to be honest. And the same thing was going on with this. This one finally did come in stock. I'm noticing that his chest seems misaligned here. I hope it's not, like, wrecked, because I'm not sending this one back. This is a one and done. I like the art on here. It's really nice. I think the boxes are cool. You know, the style guides that they have for the Rise of the Beast stuff does look very nice. I do have to say, I've seen so many in store. I only reviewed one Rise of the Beast figure thus far, but I didn't want to get too far into it with all the, like, little figures. Just, you know, not completely my jam, but this type of stuff is, and I love Optimus Prime, so without any further ado, this intro is really long. Let's get to the review. And here's Optimus Prime out of the package, and he's pretty solid. He's not that small. He's about standard when it comes to Voyagers these days, kind of, sort of. But he's solid. But before we get to that, he comes with his gun. It's interesting looking. It's a lot more smoother than usual. Fits in there very snug. So that's the gun. His blaster. Ion blaster. It looks pretty good. It's kind of, you know, it reflects what this is usually like, you know. It's representative. It's not so bad. So, you know, that's like his only accessory. Does he have a matrix? I didn't even open this. Oh, that happened. And that happens too. And it's empty inside. So no matrix. I'm going to put these back now. And just to note, this wasn't broken or anything before when it was in the package. So there's that other articulation besides these opening. The head moves, like so. Almost just a swivel. He can go down a little bit, but it's very tight. That's like the theme here. It's pretty tight, everything. Which I don't mind as long as it's not, like, tight where it's going to break. Shoulders swivel. Can go outwards like that as well. The bicep does swivel. You do have a single jointed elbow. These are on ball joints, so you can move the wrists around. Now this is interesting. He moves up here and very little over here. Now you can make him look down. You know, you gotta break this. Not break it, but, you know, break the skull. And it's for transformation, but you can do it. So, you know, there's that. Then the legs come outwards fully, which is great. Kicks forward, goes back, swivel at the thigh, single jointed knee, rocker at the foot, and it can go back and forth. So I gotta say, I kind of like the articulation on this, and like I said, he's very solid. He's gonna hold pretty much any pose you put him in, so that's pretty good. And as you saw, these hip skirts do come up, which helps. So looks-wise, I rather like this guy. I was really unsure about how I felt about all of this, like, light gray plastic, but I gotta say, there's something about it that really works for me. It looks really good. This is what the back looks like. You know, it's neat enough. It works. You know, he doesn't have much of a butt, but, you know, it still works. It's very, very simplistic in the back. There's nothing going on. It's like looking at one of those, like, Bandai figures. You know what I'm saying? Side of the arms has a lot of nice molded detail, which is cool. Then you got these up here. You know, you could they just fold back like this. I wish this kind of closed up this little gap, but then you wouldn't be able to, you know, open it up. So it is what it is. You got the Autobot symbol on his shoulders, which looks pretty good. The details there are pretty good. The detail on the front of the arm is rather decent, and on the side of the arm. And I do like the screws there, you know, actual metal screws, because, you know, I'm going to say, die-cast content. But yeah, the arms look pretty good. He does have this little piece hanging down. And I like that this is like a gunmetal silver. Why this couldn't be that, I don't know. Gotta save it, I guess. We'll see how much the Studio Series actually has. The chest looks pretty good. You see the stuff inside. I'm not going to open it again. But this part here is all painted. And that looks pretty good. The blue translucent plastic looks really nice here. This is nicely done as well. This is a translucent plastic. It's cool. It's like, you know, silver translucent plastic. On the sides, that looks really good too. All of this chest, lower chest piece looks really good. I like all these rivets here. They look very, very nicely done. And the top of the shoulders, I didn't mention that. They look really good too. You got black right there. A little bit of color amidst this sea of gray. But this is all really nicely done. I don't know. I really like how all that is exposed. And it's, you know, it would have been good with a little, like, little silver, like, highlights and flourishes here and there. But it looks good. Sculpt-wise, the legs look pretty good too. I don't mind them. You do have these holes here, but it's not the worst. The lower legs are real nice. You got some red and black paint here on top of the blue, which looks really good. You know, the grading on the shins look pretty good, and then you got the blue paint at the feet. You got the wheels on the side. The feet look really nice. I do like the feet actually a lot. So, you know, your mileage is gonna vary on this, obviously. Some people are going to be like, nah, I don't like it. I'm going to just wait for the Studio Series. And that's totally fine. I'm definitely getting the Studio Series as well. The buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series, which you can get at Target.com. The pre-orders are still up for that. But the Hasbro Pulse pre-orders were sold out really, really fast. I got mine in a Hasbro Pulse because I've had some not great luck with the Target pre-orders, so I'm gonna skip that and we'll go with Hasbro Pulse on that. If I find it in store before that, then that's a different story. But I think proportions are rather nice on this guy, so I'm really glad. And I like the gray. I don't know, it's weird. I usually don't, but something about it is not that bad. Maybe it's like this red that sticks out over here that helps it as well. But yeah, I gotta say, guys, I don't mind this. I think he's pretty good. We didn't finish. I like this right here, the pipes with these and how that looks. There's some sculpted detail. And of course, his head sculpt is rather nice. The electric blue eyes, the silver faceplate, the silver on top, the whole, you know, the ears and everything, all the blue parts look really good. So it's a very, very nice Optimus Prime head. And as you can see here, you have the translucent blue plastic, which means it's got light piping. So that is pretty neat. One last thing, I had these closed the whole time after I put them back. And they are supposed to stay open a little bit, like so. So, here's what it is. And for a size comparison, here is Optimus Prime with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. As you can see, like, as far as, you know, height, he's about the same as the new Gamer Voyager, so that's good. But then when you look at, you know, one of the Studio Series class Voyagers, even though this is a Leader class regular line, he's kind of short, you know, he's kind of small. And then was Optimus Primal here a deluxe, or was he considered Voyager? I can't remember. It's all convoluted. He is small, but not, not that small, obviously. So he's kind of small this way, He's not that wide. So it's an interesting size scale. He's somewhere in between Deluxe and Voyager, that's for sure. So with that all said, there's only one thing left to do, and that's transform and roll out. Alright, here's Optimus Prime all transformed. I hit a little snag there at the end that I needed to do off camera, but for the most part, it's a Prime. There was a few interesting things that I thought were a tad different, but altogether it works, and I do like this truck. Translucent blue plastic over here. The lights are painted blue. The grill looks alright. You got those rivets again, which look really nice. Side views, pretty good. I do kind of like this foot flatbed here. It's interesting. There is actual molded detail on there. It's kind of different. It's like a dump truck almost. You got some detail back here, which is fine. The wheels are, those cheap wheels that I don't like. But, it is what it is. You can put this gun over here, of course, for storage, or if you want, put it the other way so you can shoot from behind. You could do that, but I guess best like this. So now you can tell he's carrying something. These parts look alright. The pipes look alright. It's not bad. I don't mind it. The Autobot symbol. Door. Well, it works. Bottom here, can't tell there's a robot down there, so that's pretty good. So overall, it's not a bad little Optimus Prime in vehicle mode, I gotta say. Does he roll well? Let's find out. Rolls well. As for size comparison in this mode, this mainline is a lot smaller than the actual regular mainline alt modes. Yeah. That is tiny in comparison. And my final thoughts, he might be a tad small for what we know of what a Voyager should be, but he's really solid. He's got a lot of gray, but I really like this figure. I really do. Super solid. You can get him in a bunch of poses. It looks good in both modes. I mean, it's glaring in alt mode how small it really is, but it's a good figure. It's a really good Prime figure. If you're an Optimus Prime fan, like I am, this is one that you want to get. I knew right away when I saw it, I was like, I think I need to have that one in particular. So I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I was able to get it because, again, it's only been seen in Walmarts from what I know, and without it really saying if these are Walmart exclusives or not. But yeah, I was able to get one on Walmart.com. It popped up. I don't know if it's still there now. I also saw a Rhinox. I'm not getting Rhinox. And I have the Primal on refresh all the time, but I can't seem to be able to get it. But, hopefully I will, because if this is any indication, that Primal's going to be really sweet as well. And there you go, guys. That's my review. I really like this one. If you could get it, I think you should, especially if you like Prime, even though you're probably going to get the Studio Series. A lot of folks are waiting for that, but this is very solid as well. And that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.